So this cold weather now, State Fair is officially open.
And they're hoping for some warmer days
Yes.
for sure. This morning's ribbon cutting ceremony attended by Lieutenant Governor Delgado, since Governor Hochul, of course, in Chicago for the DNC. Now, along with the typical fair, food, you have agriculture, livestock, and music. This year, the New York State Fair will offer Sensory Day and unveil a sensory room. And there was a little bit of rain at the fair for opening day, but it didn't dampen the fun. The Expo Center showcased lifelike dinosaurs. There was a rooster crowing competition where audience members had to mimic female birds by raising their hands in the air. A hay bale throwing contest took place at the Beef Barn. And the Dairy Barn had activities as well, with local 4-H members demonstrating their skills. A family from Richfield Springs has been showcasing their cows at the fair for 40 years now. We enjoy presenting our cattle to the public and the genetics that produce lots of healthy milk. And we also try to breed better cattle, and that's primarily why we come to the show. Cornell University tested the cows to make sure they were all free from the avian flu, or H1N1. And while conducting routine checks,
Open.
And this morning's ribbon cutting ceremony was attended by Lieutenant Governor Delgado, since Governor Hochul, of course, in Chicago for the DNC. Along with the typical fair food, you have agriculture, livestock, music, and this year, the New York State Fair will offer Sensory Day and unveil a sensory room. And there was a bit of rain, of course, at the opening of the State Fair today, but that didn't dampen the fun. The Expo Center showcased lifelike dinosaurs. There was a rooster crowing competition where audience members had to mimic female birds by raising their hands in the air. You had a hay bale throwing contest. That was at the Beef Barn. And the Dairy Barn had activities as well, with local 4-H members demonstrating their skills. A family from Richfield Springs, they've been showcasing their cows at the fair for now 40 years. Before we come to the show, and all the animals that come to the show, they're tested through their milk sample 7 days prior to make sure that there is no avian flu in the cattle. And all summer long, everything's been negative, and as far as I know, in New York State, everything's been negative. So there hasn't been a serious health risk or issue to anybody. State Fair continues through Labor Day. And by the way, while conducting routine checkups, veterinarians